Hello everybody, this is Lynn Marie again. Yesterday I tried a new technique that Fiona had put out, and it was an absolute utter disaster. My paint was not thick enough and I put too much of the puddle down on there. So I'm trying again. This is for Gia Lancaster, who has commissioned a rainbow painting. And this is an open cup pour. I'm using a thicker craft paint, not just something that was laying around just to try it. It's a Craft Smart Tempera, which I have mixed with Floetrol, pretty much 1-to-1, and some Super Doob silicone oil, 2 drops in each color. I will be using a lot less paint this time because all the pretty ran off. So, apologize for the chicken. I have a pet chicken, and she thinks she wants to live in the house, so very frustrating, but real. So I'm going to start with half the paint that I used before. I can make multiple layers if I need to, but much less paint this time. Try to keep it on the recycled record canvas. So here we go. Red. And I mixed these. I only had those 3 colors, yellow, blue, and red, so I mixed the primary colors to try to get them to be the colors that I wanted for the rainbow. So you can see the paint is a lot thicker. So it'll probably be a much longer video than the 5-minute one that I posted yesterday. But hopefully we'll get better results this time. Since it is thicker, the paint creates a mound on a mound on a mound. And I don't know if it's going to work at all or not, because it is not the kind of paint you normally use. But with the significant amount of Floetrol in there, hopefully it will eventually start working its way out. It is important to notice that the canvases must be absolutely level for this technique to work, or your paint will just go off to one side or the other and will not create the desired effect. So I can see the red's coming out and some yellow. Looks like we're getting some cell activity already. I'm not really sure what to do with the middle, but with this thicker paint, I'm going to be learning a lot, I'm pretty sure, here with this. So, you can see that it's not running for the hills super fast like the last one did. So that's good. The thicker paint definitely helps. So it looks like I'm going to be able to get 2 rows out of this. This is not UV reactant for working as a decoration. Whoa, that looks bad. We definitely don't want that big old blob. So these tempera paints were left here by an old roommate. I have no idea how old they are, but significantly old. So hopefully they will dry okay. Some of the paintings that I have done have had too much Floetrol in them, and the paint has actually separated out from the Floetrol and caused a bit of cracking. Well, not really cracking, a clear space that looks like a crack. So, looks like we're getting some very interesting, cells and shapes here. We'll see how it dries. Okay, looks like it could use a little bit of white around the edges to help it flow. So I'll just go ahead and put some of that there. I don't want it to run off the canvas too fast, but I also don't want it to make weird shapes that don't flow at all. So try to help it along a little bit. There we go. I hope you're watching, Gian. I hope that this one works better than the last one, because as it dried, the paint just like completely slid off the canvas, and all I had was these big purple stripes. So I guess you just kind of have to be a little bit patient with this. white to brighten it up. Looks like this is going to take some time to come down, but the paint is very thick. I had trouble thinning it out enough to actually do what I wanted it to do. Because it's tempera paint, it's extremely thick. So, and we're getting some good reactions here. And I still have quite a bit of paint to seep out. But I think I'm going to go ahead and do one more row. Let's see. I'm kind of afraid to go ahead and put some red on that because I'm going to end up with some pink, and I don't want pink, but I could take a lighter yellow. So we'll do it slightly out of order. There we go. It's like we're going to have a little spritz of yellow out of order. There we go. I think that will probably take it to the edge. I'm seeing an awful lot of interesting things going on in there. And so far so good. And I don't think I want purple in the middle. I think I want red in the middle. So I'm going to just put a little red in there. Let that go. Maybe a little gentle spin, help that come out. Just an ordinary cake turner on the bottom. Okay, so not sure how the middle is supposed to do what it needs to do, and I would kind of like to stir it gently, but I'm not sure exactly how to do that. So I think I'm just going to draw through the middle of it as if the cup were already lifted, and see if I can create some interest here in the middle. Okay, that looks good. Okay, I have no idea if that was good, bad, or indifferent, but there's some nice looking things developing out here. Whoa, looks like we're off center a bit. Get that to move over a little bit. Still not centered. Well, you can't really see where you're centered is if you're if you can't see the turner. So far so good. It's looking a lot better than it did yesterday, but still not as nice as Fiona's. But then again, I'm working with the Craftsman tempera paint rather than acrylics, and the Floetrol is definitely helping. I think I got the amount of silicone right, but when I put the Floetrol in there and the silicone oil, it got really, really thick, super thick paint. And I'm thinking that tempera paint probably won't bind properly with that. So we're just going to see what we got and keep on working. Now it looks to me like we're almost to the bottom here with the paint coming out. We got fairly good coverage, but I'm still not satisfied with that center. So I think I'm going to go ahead and lift it and see if I can't draw something in there. So Let's see. Hopefully it won't drip because it's really thick, but yeah, there we go. Okay, now let's see if we can make something out of this mess. Because of course if you spin it, the inside gets bigger, and if you don't have the right kind of interest in the center, it's just going to take over and look terrible. So I wonder if I could suck some of that out. I can. Okay. Nice noise. Okay, here we go. Well, this thing is really not easy to work with. There we go. Now we got some inward motion. Some kind of little vacuum thing there. There we go. That's better. Look at that. Okay. Okay, got some things happening, kind of crazy looking in the cup. So, still not thrilled with that, but we've got plenty of time since it's not running off the canvas to try to make something out of it. Let's wonder if we pull in this way, if we can get something interesting there. Ooh, yes, we like that. Keep going. A little of that purple out here. There we go. I'm liking that a lot better. Okay. Okay, we're kind of satisfied with that. I don't want to lose all this pretty stuff on the outside, So I think I'm just going to try to give it a little extra flow off the edge white, even though white is not like our dominant color here or anything we want to be our dominant color, but just to help that flow off the edge evenly. So far so good. I'm liking this one. The other one was absolutely gorgeous, but there was more beautiful paint on the table when I was done than there was on the recycled album. So, let's see, here we go. Help that roll over the edge. Oops, I think I got a blob there. I do. Get rid of that. Sorry about my arm in front of the camera. I get frustrated with people when they do that, but you gotta be more concerned with your end result painting than with the entertainment value that goes for the 15 minutes that you'll be watching this. So, okay, looks good. Super happy with everything at this point, except the wastage of paint, which that's part of the deal here. Okay, gonna torch it and then spin it. Torching helps do two things. One, it pops air bubbles, and the second is it heats that silicone oil that's in there up so that you get more cells. So let's hear it for more cells. More cells, more cells. There we go. Stuff's starting to pop up. You got to be careful though not to burn your paint. I've seen people do it, and I've done it myself. Who would have thought that paint that's not oil-based would be flammable? But it is. So, okay, there we go. All right, it's still expanding out, so I don't really want to do a spin just yet because I want it to develop naturally as possible with the silicone oil and the spreading. So, give it a little minute here. Would you like to go down for a close-up while we're waiting for the paint to continue to spread? Sure you would. Okay, here we go. It does not make super good cells the way that you would expect acrylic paint, but I did order some paint thickening medium gel. Didn't know that was this thing until I Googled it. Thank you, Mr. Google. And I don't think I'll put the white in the center again. It gave me some weird stuff coming up, probably because tempera paint and acrylic are not chemically copacetic. And that's kind of pretty. Like that. Okay, well, it's time to give it a little spinny win and hope for the best. Pardon my shaking around while I get you back up in here. I can have my hands free. Hopefully my phone does not get too excited. How's that? Is that good? I never tried putting it back in when it was live before. Okay, and a 1 and a 2 and a don't spin off all the way. And you too. Really sorry I put that white in there. Okay, gently. And centrifugal force should push it off the edge. And it is. Bring that back. I'm going to actually move this to the other side in case it's like a nano bit off on the level, because you know it's a plastic cake turner. So let's see if it sags to one side, if that will help it come off. Come on, you guys, get yourselves together. Whoa. And I got paint on my shirt. Okay, hey, I'm liking it. Not unhappy with it. Not thrilled with it, but not unhappy with it. Just tilt that a little bit over there. And then run my finger around the bottom to keep any drips from pulling anything off that's not already hanging over the edge. Doesn't work very well. I tried it last night, but it helped some. Okay, here we go. Now, what do you think about these white spots? I'm thinking that we might want to take the balloon and pull it sideways and see what happens. So it's just temperature plane. I could do another one, right? Right. Well, that's better than that white, isn't it? Oh, what in the world did I just do? Whew, that's a little goopy. Okay, Gia, this is try number 2. I hope you like it. Sorry about my arm there. I might have pushed that one a little too far. Well, definitely a little more interesting with the white out. What do we think? I'm getting a lot of white underneath there. Okay, let's give her another torch. I think that's as far as we can go. It's definitely interesting. It is definitely not what Fiona did, but with the paint extender due here on, oh, so sorry, I had my hand rest on the chair. With the new paint due, the paint thickener that's coming, I'm going to try this again on Saturday. So hopefully it gives me better cell definition, and I'll just have to figure out what to do with those white spots there to start. So hope you enjoyed it. Take you down for another quick tour over the canvas, and then I'll say goodbye. So thank you for putting up with me. I hope that the chicken and the trucks in the neighborhood didn't irritate you too much. And I'm sorry this was so long, but it took a little while to get everything done that I needed to do. Definitely like that better than those white stripes. Wee-ha! I love the center. It looks good. So I learned a lot, and I had fun. Thanks for watching. Appreciate ya. Bye.